Okay, you need to stop everything because this is my new dress I'm getting married in.
You've got what you're up to now,
I
number 22.
don't know, there's so many, I've lost count, but I love it. It's new, it's $6.99. Now, let's just say that again, $6.99 for this dress. It's part of our new $6.99 range. I'm just going to keep saying $6.99 because I'm really excited about it. It's got really pretty beading over the lace appliques, which I prefer bead sometimes to sparkle because you do get sparkle, but it's a bit softer when you're catching.
The straps, let me just show the back,
yeah.
are just, I really love those. Just that little bit of beadwork on there.
Because sometimes big bulky straps don't suit everybody.
Yeah.
I'm quite small on my shoulders, so a little cute, delicate strap works better for me without it being strapless because that's a bit scary.
And all of the lace detail on the train. There's just so much detail and delicateness within it.
And I like how like floaty the skirt is. I think so if you're having a more kind of relaxed wedding, it can work both ways. You can put an underskirt on, so check out the video on our YouTube channel about underskirts, because if you wanted a bigger skirt, you could achieve that with the underskirt. So I think you've got the best of both worlds really if you want to keep it really relaxed, but it's really, really light, which is another plus for me. But yeah, when can I get married again then?
Let's go!
Oh, ladies, look at me now. I'm in my big A-line dress. Now, there's a couple of things that I really enjoy about this dress. So, the first one is the pattern. So this sort of leaf effect, this botanical sort of leaf that's going down, is really different to anything else that we've got, and I really like that.
Pretty, isn't it?
And then the top, you've got these gorgeous spaghetti straps with all little beads on, look. And then you've got these just floaty little sleeves. So if you're a bit conscious about your arms, this is perfect because you've got this like really petite sort of this part out here, which a lot of ladies do like.
Yeah.
But then if you want a little bit of coverage as well.
And the back's really pretty.
The back's pretty. It's got a beautiful big train on it as
Ignore
well.
the clips, they're not as pretty.
No. But it's a little bit of a lower V.
Yeah.
So it comes a little bit lower. But I really like it. And I think if you want, it's holding its structure really well.
It's a gorgeous A-line dress.
You've got that A-line, haven't you? So if you're looking for something that's the princess look, but then has still got a bit of that boho relaxed feel, I feel like it's a really good mix. So $6.99.
I mean, hello.
Hello.
I've got a new favourite dress. So this has arrived $6.99 and I love it. Again, got lovely pretty straps, which I think are delicate enough to make you feel supported, but not too much in your face. I love this beadwork here.
It's really different, isn't it?
Well, then kind of nude peachy colour underneath, which is really current. And it sits much better on my skin tone, I think, because I'm really pale.
It's like, I say it's like a sandy sort of nude colour, isn't it?
And sometimes with a lot of beadwork, it feels itchy, and I'm one of those people, but it doesn't.
But it's quite flat, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like quite a flat sort of beadwork. They're not sort of sticking out. And then across the
love
back, you've got the beautiful straps. I really like this sort of detail, leaf detail around here. And then you've got the buttons. Obviously, we've had to clip it on Jade. And then you've got really nice floaty skirt,
Again,
beautiful train.
It doesn't feel heavy, which is really nice considering it's a bigger skirt, but it feels really light. And again, nips me in here. I quite like the way this detail's going down because sometimes if it's too much, but I quite like the way it gently goes down the skirt.
Yeah.
Again, to give the illusion of nipping you in the waist a little bit more.
You just go out.
I mean, God, now can I get married again?
So my next dress is this little fitted number. So it's just off the shoulder. It's a little bit big for me, so it's gaping a little bit, so it would fit a little bit better. Now I put a little belt on with it because it didn't come with anything and I felt like it was a little bit plain. But it's a really sheer material, but it's quite light, really comfortable. I love this ruching. I think this would be really flattering on most people. I wouldn't tie the belt on like that. I think I'd have it sewn on. So there's the back, but you've got buttons all down the back. So this one's $4.99. So if you want something a little bit simpler, I think it's really classy. It's really easy to wear. So you've got a little bit of a fishtail. I think I'd put an underskirt on with it just to take it out at the knee a little bit. I'd want it a bit more sort of bam out at the knee, just to give you that sort of shape, which I think would really help. But the material's really nice actually. But for $4.99, I think if you just want something, even maybe for the night, if you want two dresses. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it actually. So can you get a dress for under £500? Yes, you can. So we have gone for a little sleeve number. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I do like a sleeve, and I like it to have the lace detail all the way down. So I haven't done these up, but you can just do them up a little bit there, and you've got all the lace detail here. Now, what I like about this dress is it's a little bit higher here, so if you don't want too much of a revealing frontage, that's nice.
Revealing frontage.
Revealing frontage.
I feel like talking about house.
I did used to be an estate agent, maybe that's where
You
it
don't
came
talk
from.
about boobs.
It's really light and I mean, look at the skirt, how nice that moves.
It's really pretty and soft, isn't
Like
it?
the belt, although it's only small, I like the fact that it just nips you in.
Yeah, defines your waist.
Yeah, I love the fact that the lace carries on going down there as well. And then if you have a look at the back first, and I'll take the clips off just so you can see. Hang on.
Gem's going to unbutton it now. I've had to clip it so it's a bit big on Gem.
So I just hold at the front.
So you've got a lower back on this one, but still quite a nice line, so it will come to your waist here. But the zip's concealed with the buttons, but how pretty is that?
I think when you've got sleeves, it's quite nice to have the back out, so it's
Yeah.
not sort of, you know, you don't
Too
feel
much.
too much. I feel like that's a really nice, pretty, and a little bit of sparkle on it as well, so
Yeah.
happy with this one.
Here we have another one of our gorgeous dresses at £6.99. So again, just wanted to show you what you can get for £699. She's lost her head. I don't know where it's gone. We're just not going to talk about it. I cannot find it. So let's get on to the dress. We've got a slight, so the lace colour here goes into like a skin colour illusion, which then stops at the skirt. So it gives that where it's just slightly illusion on top, which I really like. You'll see a lot of dresses like that this season. They've got gorgeous material that just flicks out. You've also got this sort of, the way this seam comes out and then goes round. If you put an underskirt with that and kick it out, it would look absolutely stunning. I mean, the showstopper of this for me is the back of the dress. You've got this gorgeous lace detail, illusion back, all the buttons, I've pinned it so it looks a little bit strange. And then you've got the buttons, and then it goes out into, look at that train. I think for £6.99, the fact that you can get a wedding dress that looks that good. Love the way that the lace comes round your hips as well. It'll really give you a really good shape, that does. And you've got a little bit more coverage across here because not everybody likes to have that bit just bare material. That lace will give you a little bit more coverage. So that's one of our other dresses for £699. So can you get a gorgeous wedding dress for £699 and under? Yes, you can. Look at this dress. So you've got gorgeous lace detail sleeves. Beautiful sweetheart neckline. I love when this is still a sweetheart neckline, but then you've got all this detail across the top, but it gives that illusion. But if you're, especially if you're bigger busted, this can be really good because it will hold you and support you in place, but then you've still got the look. You've got a beautiful belt on here with all little sparkle details, which is really nice. And then you've got a really light organza style skirt, which again is quite big, but this will just completely pull you in at the waist, which is what you want. And then the back, you might see me in the mirror in a minute. Oh, there I am. So at the back you've got all that lace detail again, and then you've got the buttons, slightly higher at the top as well, so if you wanted to wear your bra you could. Beautiful train. So for £699, I think that looks well over that price, to be honest. So I think if you're wearing that on your wedding day, people would assume that you've paid more for it. So I've picked this one to show you as well. And I've picked this one because there's a lot of ladies, if they don't want a lot of detail and they want a smaller skirt, this is absolutely ideal because you've got a gorgeous bodice on it, really supportive. I don't know if you can tell, but you've got a little bit of sparkle on it as well. You've got the sweetheart neckline underneath, then these beautiful straps on top. And this, where the waistband sits, get my words out, it sits a little bit higher than on some dresses, which will really, again,
just nip you in. Beautiful skirt on it. Really luxurious looking material. So for £6.99, I think that makes it look a little bit more expensive as well. And you've got the pockets. Anyone that knows me knows I love a pocket. And then round the back, you've got the illusion with your buttons all the way down. And then a little bit of I've had to clip it so it goes a little bit lower than that. But gorgeous back on it as well. With all that lace detail. If I just try and zoom in a little bit on it for you. Look at all that detail. But I think, again, for £6.99, if you wanted to add a little bit more sparkle, you could add a sparkly belt to it. So just have something sewn on top of here, either just on the front or all the way around. But again, £6.99, I